Welcome to the show. This is ATS Recap with Brian. Let's get started. Authors this thread. AntiSec and Anonymous released 860,000 accounts and 75,000 stolen credit cards from Stratfor. Okay, so Anonymous successfully hacked Stratfor, who is a security firm for the military, government, and celebrities. And Stratfor happens to have all their customers' credit card info unencrypted, meaning it reads as plain text versus this. Stratfor now is offering its members 12 months free of identity protection. Aw, gee, thanks. So, Anonymous, how the hell is this helping the people? Here's what Xeon has to say about it. What really boggles the mind is how can Stratfor hold all this info unencrypted and in plain text? Clearly, they have ties to the military-industrial complex and the intelligence agencies. One wonders if other agencies and corporations are doing business this way as well. Lady Kenzie writes, leaderless and anonymous groups can be so easily invented and scapegoated as the perfect excuse for just about anything. The stage is set, and I believe that Anonymous just has the perfect image in the public's eye to spread and mold the general idea into whatever is convenient at the time for whatever elite powers may need an excuse. And I bet the public would eat it right up. So ATS, is this a false flag to pass SOPA people legislation? And how is the media going to handle this? Weigh in at the thread below. Authored by True American. Just what is Congress illegally downloading? True American posts a thread about a report from Torrent Freak. It states that over 800 IP addresses assigned to the U.S. House of Representatives had content being shared and downloaded on BitTorrent. DJ Digital Gem supplies a list of government IP addresses that even you yourself can go check out at youhavedownloaded.com. Is Christianity really brainwashing? Auto Wrench authors this thread, and he has some pretty good questions. Questions like, is Christianity intolerant of other beliefs? How can Christians be so sure they're right and everyone else is wrong? Isn't that arrogant? Do Christians not target the young, the elderly, and others who might be vulnerable to exploitation? Does Christianity forbid questioning of its leaders and their doctrine or behavior? Do Christian organizations whose primary focus is fundraising and who may even resort to deception to line the pockets of their leaders? Is it not true that some of these leaders live in luxury while the ones paying them live in poverty? The two of us are one, right? Some people never take the time to search out things for themselves. I think it has more to do with our education system and how they teach us what to learn and not teaching us how to learn. Member Hot Pink Urinal Mint asked a question to the atheist in a thread titled, Question for the Atheist? Okay, imagine you meet a person in the wilderness. The person has a valuable jewel in their body. You are not financially stable. In fact, you're in dire financial straits. If you got the jewel, your financial worries would be over, and your family would be financially secure for generations to come. Okay, the only way to get the jewel is to kill the person. Slowly and painfully rip the jewel from his innards. This person has no friends, no family, and will not be able to do anything for you socially or financially. This person is not an evil person, but he's not particularly that likable either. In fact, this person's a bit annoying. If you do kill the person and take the jewel, you will also be able to get away with it without any worries of any legal liabilities or social stigmas. You will also be able to get therapy that will deal with any trauma or psychological harm you suffer, and the therapy will be 100% effective. Hot Pink Urinal Mint question to you is, do you kill the man and take the jewel? Skeptic Overlord comes in. Why is such an absurd question being posed to only atheists? Morality is not the sole province of those who believe in a deity. Both of these discussions on religion have received a lot of attention by the ATS membership. Check out the discussions at the link below. Okay, so check this out. Woman sues family of teenager killed by train after she was injured by his flying body parts. Hiroyuki Yoho, 18, died when he ran in front of a 70-mile-an-hour Amtrak train at Edgebrook Metro Station in Chicago back in '08. His body was severed on impact, and a large part became airborne, flying about 100 feet into the southbound platform, where it hit a commuter, Zokabrov. A Cook County Court judge initially dismissed Zokobrov's lawsuit against the boy's estate. Could not possibly have anticipated Zokobrov's injuries, but a state appeals court disagreed. It found that it was reasonably foreseeable that the high-speed train would kill Yoho and fling his body toward a platform where people were waiting. Lawyer Leslie Rosen, who handled Zokobrov's appeal, argued that the case was a straightforward negligence case, albeit with very peculiar, gory, and creepy circumstances. If you do something as stupid as this guy, you have to be responsible for what comes from it. What do you think, ATS? Is Zokobrov an opportunist and just trying to get paid? Weigh in at the link below. Foot-long, half-pound shrimp invade the Gulf of Mexico. Authored by Golden Rule. Check out this thread. The Asian tiger prawn, a foot-long crustacean with a voracious appetite and a proclivity for disease, has invaded the northern Gulf, threatening prized native species, from crabs and oysters to smaller brown and white shrimp. Though no one is sure of the ecological impact, scientists fear a tiger prawn takeover could knock nature's balance out of whack and turn a healthy, diverse marine habitat into one dominated by a single invasive species. Check out the link at the thread below. Thanks for watching. This is Brian with ATS Recap, signing off.